Hello, and welcome to. Oh, this music is a little loud. Uh, how about that, maybe? Yeah, sorry. This seems good. Uh, Welcome to Darkest Dungeon. This is a game I have a little bit of experience with, but to be honest, I've never got very far. This looks like I've got far, but I really haven't. Yeah, and it was quite a while ago I played it. I just want to get through a campaign, I think. I have all of this stuff. I never really touched the Crimson Court stuff, so I'm going into a lot of this blind. So I'm happy to give this a try. Um, I think I'll just play on Darkest here. I think Blood Moon is a bit too brutal for me. And let's call this The Thing. Let's play some The Thing. I was planning maybe to play record maybe like 40-minute episodes or something. I'll just skip past the beginning. So, Darkest Dungeon's game that's been out for a very long time. In fact, it makes me feel old, thinking about how long it's been out. But, in case you're not familiar, it's like a, party management turn-based dungeon crawler, with like permanents, in it, because you can upgrade your heroes, um, get items that stay for the whole game. Um, if your heroes die, they are dead forever, and you also have items to keep with you. So this does nothing. This button does nothing. Don't worry about all of the stuff will make sense soon. It's quite an intuitive game, which is good. This is my inventory. So at the moment we have 2 food. That's all we need. Uh, uh, this is a tutorial, and this is like the main dungeon crawling screen. So we can click here,
Brigands have run up these lanes.
and of
Keep
course
to the
the
side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
the narrator is the absolute goat. So we have to walk from room to room, and
Dispatch
on our
this
way to our
foe
room
in
we
brutal
can
fashion,
get
that all
battles,
may hear
we
of
can
your
get
arrival.
other things like loot. But here we got a battle, and it says surprise, which means we get to go first. So it's turn-based. The way it works is you have a speed stat, and it rolls a dice on top of it, and then I think it's a d6.
Precision,
Uh,
power.
yeah, I mean this should all make sense pretty much. Like it'll make more sense after the tutorial. For now, I'll just hit things.
Disadvantage.
So we
Give
kill
them no
him.
quarter.
After you kill someone, you get some loot. So we got 50 gold. Great. This is like a loot encounter. Sometimes you can use a object on it to make the loot encounter more safe. But for now, we can just
A
look
handsome
inside and take
reward
some gold.
for a task well performed.
So now we're in the next room, and now we have to fight these guys.
Leave nothing unchecked.
So
There is much to be found in forgotten places.
every move has like a reach and a position. So this guy
An
can
ambush.
use this smite move,
Send
which is like
these
his
vermin
main
a
damage
message.
dealing in the
The
front 2
rightful
positions, which
owner
is what
has
those yellow
returned, and their kind is
circles
no longer
underneath
welcome.
here mean, and he can hit the front 2 positions. This guy is very huge, so he takes up 2 slots, which means our guy cannot hit the guy at the back. As you can see, he can't. It was probably a mistake to hit the guy at the back, but this is just a tutorial, so I'm not that bothered. I think this guy at the front is much more dangerous. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. And also, you have all different classes. There are maybe like 10 different classes, so Dismas is a highwayman, which means he can shoot and stab. Crusader is like Reynold is a Crusader, which
As the
means
fiend
he's very
falls,
tanky, he has a
a
bit of
faint
healing,
hope
and he just kind of
rises.
whacks people. He has some bonus damage against unholy type of enemies. These are humans. Unholy are like skeletons. But there are no skeletons here, so we're good. I mean, so
Monstrous
he doesn't do any
size
more
has
damage.
no intrinsic merit. Unless
Okay,
inordinate
so
exaggeration
these
be
crests
considered a
are like
virtue.
meta progress stuff. It lets us upgrade our buildings in the town, and this gold and sapphire are just money. See, sapphire sell for 1,000 each, and this blood is from the DLC. Um, and it's something I don't really understand how to use it yet, but I'm hoping I will get the hang of it. We click continue adventuring here because we're right next to a chest. Okay, I'm sorry. Once you're done with the mission, you can just leave whenever you like, so it's good. You complete the mission, you take all your loot back, and after every mission, there's a chance for someone to get a quirk. Quirks are sometimes good, and sometimes very bad. Yellow quirks are good, so we got very lucky here. Both of these are kind of shitty yellow quirks, but it's good to get positive quirks and not negative quirks. Characters are limited to 5
Welcome
quirks, by the
home,
way, I believe.
such as it is.
And when they level up,
This
they
squalid
get
hamlet,
the ability
these
to
corrupted
hold
lands,
better.
they are yours now,
You can also upgrade
and
their
you are bound to them.
stuff here, upgrade their abilities, and also upgrade their um, items, like what their armor and sword. Graveyard.
Most will end up
Hopefully we
here,
won't have to come here too
covered in
often.
the poisoned earth,
This is
awaiting
nothing.
merciful oblivion.
Nomad Wagon
In
is
time,
nothing.
you will know the tragic
I don't really
extent
spend
of
much
my
time in here.
failings.
I think this crystal shop is good, but the
Trinkets
crystal
and
thing is
charms,
scary.
gathered from all
The main
forgotten
place we have to
corners
worry
of the
about is this
earth.
thing, the stagecoach. Yeah. So the
Women
stagecoach is
and
where we
men,
can recruit
soldiers
people.
and
So here
outlaws,
we get a
fools
plague doctor.
and corpses.
Sorry,
All will find their
I'll
way
let
to us now
I'll let
that the
him
road is
finish.
clear.
So yeah, it's really important to. So you see, we have deeds here and whatever crests, portraits, whatever. So these are meta progress stuff. So we really want to spend
More arrive, foolishly seeking
money
fortune
on
and
this.
glory
And
in this domain
I don't normally do
of
this,
the damned.
but I am down to trade some portraits. Like this is like a trading thing. The trading gives you a bad rate, in my opinion. But I think it's important to
Great heroes can be found
get
even here.
this stagecoach to give us
in
4
wood
heroes,
and
because you can
rain.
take a maximum party of 4. So it means after every mission this refreshes. So it means after our next mission we'll be able to get another full party, because you can see people take damage. People take HP damage, which heals up fully after every mission. But they can also take stress damage, which you can see underneath their health bar. This guy's at like 10 stress, 7 stress. If you reach 100 stress on a mission, they do something very bad, which we maybe might see eventually. Um, and their stress persists through runs, so you have to like give them some time off to heal it. Now then, our new characters are a Plague Doctor, who's a backline kind of poison or stun dealer, and a Vestal, who's a like healer stunner. Cool. Let's go out
A
somewhere.
mecca of madness and morbidity.
A mecca of
Your
madness
work
and
begins.
morbidity. Yeah, let's so this is like the map. Uh, this Darkest Dungeon is the end game thing. Courtyard is some sort of DLC thing, and Farmstead is some DLC thing. Generally speaking, we'll alternate between these 4: Ruins, Warrens, Weald, and Cove. Ruins is full of. Actually, why don't I just get started, eh? Red Hook. It's cool trying to find their. They have some predefined party names, but it's very hard to find them, I think.
The cost
So
of
then,
preparedness, measured now in gold,
I think you always want torches.
in blood.
For a short mission, I think maybe 10 torches is good. So you have to pay for these provisions. So you kind of want to take as little as possible. Food, you want to take enough that when they ask for... when you walk around, your units might get hungry and they'll ask for food. And if you deny them, if you don't have food to give them, they will suffer a lot of stress and HP damage, I believe. Shovels are... if you reach an obstacle and you don't have a shovel, you take HP and stress damage. And these things are ways to interact with things on the map to get you better loot. And since I don't know what's good and what's not at the moment, I don't know what items are good for what things, because there are specific ones you want to use for specific. They're called curios. Then I'll take a lot of them and I'll try and work it out. Okay, a lot of yapping. Let's get moving. So this is our torchlight. When the torchlight goes down, the mission gets a little harder. So we like to have a set of torches here that we can use to. So you see, we get to the end here, we get more stress and more monster crits, so we just use a torch. And now we get rid of that. So we'll see only very easy fights, but the problem is our units are kind of bad at the moment because I don't know why we're stressed out so bad. That doesn't make much sense to me. But I guess it's okay.
Executed with impunity.
And when people die, they leave a corpse, and the corpse can.
The way is lit. The path is clear.
The corpse is like a placeholder.
We require only the strength to follow
If you look under enemies' things, they have resist. So skeletons are bones, so they have 200% bleed resist. So you're not really bleeding a skeleton, but they're very susceptible to stuns, which is what our Vestal hit them with. Stun. Sometimes when you kill, they get stress. That white circle was a stress relief. Unlocked strongbox means we don't need to use a key. There's a locked strongbox in which a key is good, but here we can just open it. And here we get an item for another class that we don't have yet. Here's one of the obstacles. If we don't use a shovel there, we'll take a lot of damage. So here we have our first maybe weird fight. We have the two kind of, you know, they're normal. This guy is useless. This guy is like a bit tough. He has more HP prot, which is like flat damage reduction. And this is a weird type of enemy, kind of maybe than other games. This enemy doesn't aim to do damage to you or stun you really. This enemy aims to apply stress on your party. And, you know, stress is like permanent damage. You can't really heal it very easily. So when you take stress, when you take the stress, you kind of have it forever. So I want to try and disable this unit here. There we are. So she can't stress us out.
Be gone, fiend.
Maybe should have hit the Bone Rebel there, but it's fine. I'm thinking in this very first episode I might play a mission or two. You know, the first missions will go by very quickly.
Maintain the offensive.
Since they aren't too scary. I'm not really explaining the moves that much at the moment because these moves are not really. They're not really what we want anyway. Every character has more moves than hit, so this guy has 7 moves. We can pick what we want. Our units, we can pick what we want later. At the moment, our units are kind of playing with what I consider to be bad moves.
As the light gains purchase,
and that's just because we haven't done the meta progress enough to unlock the guy that gives us access to changing the moves. But it'll happen after this mission, I think. And hopefully the game will make sense just kind of intuitively. That guy moved forward because this guy has a shuffle ability. Shuffle plays on the move resist, stun plays on the stun. So backliners, often if you can move them up to the front, are diffused. Because this guy will hit us with a very weak retreating move next turn. Which means, I mean, I'm still gonna hit them, okay? I'm sorry, I won't. Yeah, you can see we get Eldritch pushed, which is not a move I really care about. We got pretty unlucky on the resistor. Yeah, bleeding, so you can also use these things in combat, a bandage to stop bleeding, but at the moment I don't really care. That's about it.
continue the onslaught.
I don't care about HP damage here, I just want to stop myself getting stress. Because stress is... You have to pay money to heal stress, practically at least, so... And this guy's not a skeleton, this is just a cultist, so... He can be bled. Unlike these skeletons, which can't. This guy's just, you know, John Normal, he sits here, hits, bleeds, whatever. So far what I found is stunning is a lot more effective than
Confidence surges as the enemy
healing. because I think enemies will do a lot more damage than you can heal. So just stunning this guy, I think, is uh, stunning this guy is a lot more
Press this advantage.
effective HP saved than healing. Yeah. Here we get an heirloom chest, so here we can use a skeleton key, and now this will give us
Wealth
more
beyond
loot
measure,
than we
awarded to
otherwise
the
would have gotten.
brave and the foolhardy alike.
Already we see ourselves at full inventory, so we can eat some of this food we got to make space for a gemstone, which will be worth some money after the mission finishes. So we have our mission objective in the top left, explore 90% of rooms.
Ambushed by foul
The
creatures.
90% is rounded somehow, so we can skip one room here. We can skip this bottom room here because it's bad to keep backtracking, because every time
Finding
you
the
walk,
stop is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
every time you walk in a hallway, you take stress damage. And also, I combine my torch stacks there. I don't need more food. I need the deeds because it'll help us with meta progress.
In Radiance, may we find
There we are, that's a hunger
victory.
check. If we don't have food there, we'll take a lot of damage and stress, which we don't want.
The match is struck.
A blazing star is born. Now we're finished with this shovel. We can drop shovels if we need to pick up anything here. Yep, one more fight. Ah, there's a chance of getting surprised. Surprised means we all go last and our party gets shuffled. As you might have seen, this guy is another stress dealer, which I hate. This guy's a normal archer, this is a warrior, and this is like a tank. But here we probably want to do this. Stun out this guy. Okay, he resisted at 10% and then at 10%. So that's and then he dodged. It's all luck based this game, so you know, you can have chances to miss and hit always. Like you can't get it, you can never get 100%. So we're out of position here, so we need to spend a turn just moving, because this guy is not in a position to do any damage. Which he can hit people. Vestal also has this kind of different archetype that we don't have the right
Terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
we don't have the right abilities for, but he has a sort of archetype where you can just hit people with Vestal. Plague Doctor's really good because he has this double stun, so like one guy can take out two guys. It's pretty nice.
As the fiend falls,
Nice.
a faint hope blossoms.
I don't want. Okay, so when your Plague Doctor goes to 0
The
HP,
true test.
go to Death Door, they take a lot of
Or expire.
stress damage, which I don't love. They take a lot of stress damage, and they also get some penalties. Yeah. So that's not good. And this guy could possibly kill us, so you want to stun him to make sure he can't kill our Plague Doctor. Losing a Plague Doctor on the first mission would just be... Oh god. I don't want to lose... What happened? I don't want to lose someone on the first mission. They have a chance to resist death when they're on 1 HP, so that's what just happened. We're getting... This is one of the most unlucky missions I've seen in ages. Really? I don't know.
Another one falls.
I don't know what to tell you, really. It's we're getting unfathomably unlucky. Our Plague Doctor can die here if this defender wants it to happen. Everyone sits there recovering from their stuns. This guy is a problem. We can't disorient him. Yeah, this is not going to be good. Okay, he's stunned. Great. We just want to get to Vestal's turn. She was stunned this turn. Oh. Oh no, why is this so bad? Oh, but like, look at this. Look, are you looking? 6 to 11. And okay, you can't chain stun people. Whenever you stun, after they recover from the stun, like after they take their stun turn, they get stun resist. So now it's very unlikely we stun this guy, so we should probably just whack him and try to kill him. And he gets left on 1 HP. Okay, this literally can't fail. This is awful. This is, so you can see we have a lot of stress on this Plague Doctor, which
Be wary.
we will need to heal.
Triumphant pride precipitates a
But this is the end of the
dizzying
mission, so we
fall.
can throw away things like shovels and this thing. And we just next to a chest, so we should open it with a key, so we get more loot, and there we are. Now we're out of here. So what happens? We came away with a lot of gold, a bunch of this stuff, a bunch of this stuff, and we get this stuff. I think if you get put to death's door, you're supposed to have a higher chance of negative traits. We haven't seen a single negative trait here, so we've been insanely lucky on the meta side, but we got really unlucky on the kind of game side. But this is really good. This is really good. Deadly is fine.
The tents are pitched.
Yeah, severe negative
Banners
quirks.
fly,
We don't even
and
have
the
any,
corpse
really.
wagons stand at the
I mean, this
ready.
stuff is quite bad.
The circus has come to town.
But finally, okay. Butcher Circus is like some online stuff,
Fresh kegs,
like PvP.
cards,
I'm
and
not that
curtained
interested.
rooms promise
But here we can
solace to the
send
weary and broken
Neston
alike.
to go to the bar and drink his troubles away.
The cobwebs have been
We could also
dusted,
send
the
someone else
keys
for stress
set
relief,
straight.
but I don't want to right now.
The
First, let's
abbey
check
calls to the faithful.
this stagecoach. Grave robber.
To those with a keen eye,
I'll let him do his little
gold
thing.
gleams like a dagger's point.
An arbalist, an antiquarian,
She
and
searches
a
where
highwayman.
others will not go. And
To be honest, I'm not very fond of the arbalist. The antiquarian is like a money class, so I don't think that's very good. I love highwaymen, and I'm not very fond of grave robbers. Yeah. Let's just go on another mission. If you leave people in the town, they will heal a little bit of their stress, so I think I'm not going to pay for it, because I want to save money. So here we can pick from 4 levels, or level 1 difficulty. We don't want to go for a medium right now. Mediums are like longer missions. I'm happy to do a short. Sturdy boots doesn't seem very good. Bloody dice is probably okay. I mean, these are all pretty meaningless, I think. Put Reynold in. Tronshot. We can put Dismas in and then heal him afterwards. I'm okay with this. And can put in McRae. Arbalist. Tronshot wants to go in this position. Yeah, this is pretty good, I think. Normally I like to have a healer on the team, but I mean Arbalest can heal a little bit. But I think it's not necessary. Here again, maybe you want a stack of food. 2 shovels. We didn't get much loot last time, but I'm again happy to take some stuff to see. Oh, and of course torches, don't forget those. So you see we spent about 3,000 on just provisions, so if we earn, 2,000 on this mission, then we've actually lost money.
the fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
Okay. Let's get going. So yeah, an Arbalest is like a sniper class, but this guy kind of saw, like Arbalests are kind of bad. They're supposed to have good sniping, but like, sure. like his whole thing is that he does damage via versus mark, but you have to take like, a turn off to mark someone, so it's just not very good. Here we got some scouting, so we can see what's ahead of us. We have a curio, which is one of these. It's just a box. You can't interact with the box too much. Here's a first trap. Everyone has a different trap disarm, but highwaymen are like roguish. They have the best trap disarm, and when you disarm a trap, you heal some stress. Yeah, I do not crave the void. Maybe if I'm in good enough shape at the end, but probably not. That is, I don't know much about this game, but I know I did that on one of my first runs, and I died very quickly. This guy, I hate him.
Glittering gold,
Look at
trinkets
him.
and baubles.
This is the result of
Paid
some
for in blood.
quirk, kleptomaniac, where he just randomly steals things. It's something I want to get rid of as early as possible, because I don't want him to steal things from me.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Here we will just kill these spiders. So we'll see it later, but the red spiders mark, and the green spiders kind of do damage on the mark. Maybe not this time, but yeah, okay. I'm sorry.
Back to the pit.
And then we can slam this guy out.
Executed with
He does a lot of
impunity.
damage on turn 1 because of Buttertrot, which is a very good thing.
Continue the
Very good
onslaught.
ability.
Destroy them all.
Blight is quite annoying because we have a chance to get blighted, which does a lot of damage over time. And our health is kind of non-renewable,
A trifling victory, but a victory.
so we don't really want
nonetheless.
to lose any health at all. This treasure chest, I know what to do with this. Dealing with this guy will be a bit annoying, especially if we just. I look at the 83% chance to hit, and I miss, really. Yeah, an Arbalest. Without marking, he does 4 damage, a grand total of 4.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Okay. That's the result of a quirk called Imposter Syndrome, where they have, at the beginning of every turn, they have a 4% chance to just skip their turn because they don't feel up to it. Which is truly amazing. Wow, he's alive with 1 HP. 73% chance to hit, miss. Great. Now we'll take some stress damage here as a result. Already at 40 stress, not great. Shoot this guy, get him out. No more stress for me.
A faint hope blossoms.
Now we're just left with an archer, and every turn corpses will degrade slightly. But here I think we should just heal. Our Arbalest is very unlikely to change the amount of turns it takes to kill this guy. That was an 80%, huh? Yeah, I could feel that crit in my
For
bones.
the slightest lapse in
And when you get
concentration.
crit, then when you get crit, you all take stress for it. Just sort of a nice touch. Sorry, I didn't explain. This move is a bit special. It moves you forward when you attack. It does a bit of damage, and it puts you in riposte. Riposte does a bit less damage. It says minus 40%, but it means whenever he's hit, he'll hit back. We didn't get a chance to really show it off this fight,
Formation is
but
broken.
it's very, very strong,
Maintain the offensive.
and it's one of their late game kind of items that I will, abilities that I will take. And here we can press this button to move us back to default party order. We can see that our Dismas is quite low. I will just consume a little food just to heal him up, because we have more food than we need. And this guy, yeah, you deserve it. Yeah, we just want to shoot this witch. 73%. I really feel like we've been missing a lot of high percentage things. So yeah, she's gonna hit us with some stress. Oh, okay, never mind. It's all good. We dodged it. 9 to 17 is this. I could just take out this bones, but I don't. I think it literally doesn't matter. We should put the witch low that we can kill her next turn, I think. He's supposed to hit back if he doesn't miss, that is. Ooh, hot. That's a 4%. He has a 4% chance of skipping that, by the way. 4% chance. But he is really good. We took out 2 enemies. With like 1 ability. Like Riposte is worth a lot of damage. Anyway, that's some insane luck.
Seize this momentum.
Crusader already has a speed of 1, so this guy gives him more HP and less speed. So it pretty much doesn't matter. It's bad here because it doesn't heal. What does this do? I think this gives you this Water of Light. I mean, this sounds like holy water to me. I think it'll cleanse a bad quirk, and we want this imposter syndrome off. No, it gives... Using holy water on it at least gives a buff. More damage. I think there's a way to use it that you will...
The match is struck.
I think there's a way to use it that will cleanse a quirk. Those ones are... Like, cleansing quirks is worth a lot. Up to Psalm 90. Great. Traps are sort of nice when you have good trap disarm and scouting. If you don't scout the traps, you'll just walk into them and hit them. And take the HP and stress damage. Books. I'm pretty sure books are always bad. Some more books. I don't remember. I'll leave it alone for now and I'll work it out later, because interacting with that stuff can sometimes give you a negative quirk, and those negative quirks can put you in the dirt for a while. So I think I'll just be safe and avoid interacting with them. Shoot the guy in the back, please. You suck. You suck, Dismas. You're literally the worst. I hope you never recover. He's missed so many shots onto the back line. It's kind of crazy. Look at him. Look at Franchant. He should be more like him. Franchant's a level 0 and Dismas is a level 1. And he's getting shown up. Real bad. Crusader chilling as usual. And then he just will bonk this guy. Oh, really? That's a surprise. Some AoE damage there. We could have got sent to Death's Door there, which wouldn't be good. Look at him. It's completely cracked. And just heal to keep him off Death's Door. If he gets Death's Door, it will take a bunch of stress for no reason. Yeah, here we are. That heal saved us from it. So that's really nice. Cool. Should lose something to carry this gemstone.
Or is it merely a trick of the
Okay, to
light?
lose you some medicinal herbs. I think maybe medicinal herbs aren't very useful in this map. Like there are... Again, I'll ignore the books.
In Radiance, may we find
Ah,
victory.
we get humans. That's a surprise. I suppose we will be, getting Death's Door after all. Open up by killing one. We can try keeping him off with this, because this guy will do AoE if this guy doesn't target him. We'll be fine. We can go for a stun actually. A stun.
Masterfully executed.
We'll probably keep him off Death's Door this turn. Nice. And now we're in a good position.
Decimated.
So this guy's combo that I like to use late game is this. He has this advance, which puts him at the front, and then he has this shot, which you can only use at the front, but it does a lot of damage. So you kind of boost him up to the front, and then like shotgun him backwards, and you keep repeating that. At least I think that's quite
As
good.
victories mount, So too will
You can see because the
resistance.
quest hasn't ended and we have one room left, we know there's a battle in this last room.
As the light gains purchase,
If we had anything to do,
spirits are
we could
lifted, and
we could do it.
purpose is made clear.
Hmm. Okay, that's good. Shoot the witch. Eldritch Pull doesn't mean much. Pulling a highwayman is fine because
Eradicated.
they don't really care where they're at. Yeah, he got Death's Door now.
As life ebbs,
Sucks, really.
terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
But even once you get Death's Door, if you take them off Death's Door, they still have this like mortal debuff. You know, they're shaken by their immortality or whatever.
Destroy.
Nice. Reynolds a beast. We can blow up a corpse. I guess we will. It's fine to do it. We pull this guy at the front, so now he's... See, when you pull a ranged unit at the front, they just have this, like, retreating move. If he had more stuff behind him, he would retreat there, but he doesn't, so he doesn't. So, like, pulling a ranged unit to the front diffuses them kind of entirely.
Annihilated.
Reynolds a beast. Cool. That's the last room. And there we are.
Expedition at least promises success.
So we can see 3,000 is how much you spent on provisions, so we made basically 6,000 that battle.
Devils
And
remanded
here
to
come
their
the
abyss.
negative quirks. Warren's Phobe is fine. Ablutomania is okay, and Necromania is okay. At least, that's what I think.
Though long years may seek to separate them,
I don't know what that
action
means.
and consequence
And now we've
will
unlocked
invariably
the
have
guild
their dreadful
and the
reunion.
blacksmith. Blacksmith is where we
The
can
bellows blast once again. The
upgrade
forge stands
armor,
ready to make
but we need to
weapons of
spend deeds
war.
on it to do it. And the guild is where we can upgrade
Make no
skills.
mistake, we will face ever greater
Uh,
threats.
I think I'll play
Our
another.
soldiers must
think
be
I'm-
ready.
I'll just do this and then I'll call that a day. But we can see in the top right we have a maximum roster size of 10. So it's very important to get a big roster. So we spend some money to hire all these guys, even if they are
Better
bad.
laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield.
Plague Doctor, I love. Houndmaster is good, I think. Highwayman is my favorite
Yes.
class.
Evasive.
Evasive's really good.
Persistent.
Tuck it out is
Righteous
not good.
traits for a rogue.
And this guy's good. Yeah, this guy's pretty good. Okay, cool. That was fun. I'm excited to get into Darkest Dungeon and see what lies in store because I really don't know. I never completed the game. I've never done this Crimson Court, the Blood DLC. I haven't really interacted much with the farmstead. I haven't really got very far in the game. I think I got some level 4 heroes and maybe a level 5 or something. So I have a lot to learn, which will be fun. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye.